Yeah.
Hey guys, we have a special guest at the Tavern today. We have the Emperor of West Virginia, the Imperial Heavyweight Champion. Also, I think right before we went on, King of the One Night Stand, JOCK Samson. JOCK, how's it going, man?
Well, I guess I'd be all right if I didn't have to stop working on my fucking tractor to come talk to you guys, but I guess I'm doing okay.
Well, we're glad to have you, man. We're glad you put down the WD-40 to sit down and have a conversation with us.
Yeah, you're a very wanted man, so I get, we don't want to take up your handyman time.
Well, it gives me a little bit of time for my goddamn wife to leave me the fuck alone. So I'm out here in the garage. I told her I'm fucking tinkering on shit, but when I'm tinkering on shit, I'm fixing shit. Working, how many professional goddamn wrestlers do you know actually understand how to work on a tractor, lawnmower, do anything besides play fucking Xbox?
There's not many, man.
I don't know.
I think I'm looking at the only one.
Well, I'll be honest. We've done a lot of interviews. Just the first one we've done with somebody's fixing something in their garage. So,
yeah, and I figured it's a whiskey break time.
There you
Hell
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
There it is.
Proper 12.
Proper 12. Conor McGregor, get some.
I'd beat the fuck out of him. He'd give me free lifetime liquor.
So, JOCK, you got a big one coming up in July. You got two big ones coming up in July. You got the one at IWC against Bulk Nasty, but the one I want to really talk about first, July 16th, Friday, Charleston, West Virginia. You've got the indie sensation, what the kids say, Danhausen. What do you think about this guy?
Well, the fact that he has made a name for himself without having to wrestle says a lot about what he's done for his career. He's gotten a lot of this by being himself and talking shit. He looks like one of like dink doink fucking dank the fucking clown with that goddamn face paint on. You wouldn't be a good wrestler. You have to be a very good wrestler to be a Ring of Honor. Let's just get that out of the way. I ain't gonna talk shit about his ability. Fucking great wrestler, great traction, but for a grown man to tell another grown man not to swear because it hurts his fucking feelings.
Oh,
I don't understand it. What kind of fucking adult doesn't say fuck?
Right? Who doesn't cuss?
I can agree with that. I don't know if I trust somebody if they don't.
And he's sitting there, talking about a goddamn jar of fucking teeth and he's on Conan O'Brien. That's a pretty goddamn big deal, but he's acting like Conan O'Brien's like wrestling the fucking Honky Tonk Man.
Which you've done, correct?
I've read. Let's go. I could sit here we could make a whole podcast and I could just sit here and name guys that I wrestled. Terry Funk. Jeff Jarrett.
Legend.
Greg the Hammer fucking Valentine. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. 6 Doink the Clowns. 6 different ones.
I mean, that's a hell of a list right there, man. So for him to come in and you talked about the jar of teeth, how do you feel about him bringing his jar of teeth to contact?
Well, he can bring whatever the hell he wants. I mean, America's a free country. As of right now, from last time I turned Fox News on, it was a free fucking country. Bring your goddamn jar of teeth, Danhausen, because I'm gonna stomp on it. I'm gonna take them fucking teeth. I'm gonna shove them all up your fucking ass. I'm from Ohio. I'm from the great state of Ohio, but I consider myself the best wrestler in West Virginia because I am the Pro-Wrestling Conquest champion. You're not going to find too many guys that has the confidence that I do. You're never going to see me on Facebook or Twitter. Oh, my butthole hurts. Oh, I'm so fucking. Oh, what a pussy I am. You're never going to hear that from me because I'm the greatest of all time.
Hell yeah.
I ain't got time to be a bitch.
Well,
so talk a little bit about Pro Wrestling Conquest. You've kind of reigned supreme over that promotion, and you travel down from the Buckeye State and you kind of like whip up on all the West Virginians down here. Talk a little bit about Pro Wrestling Conquest.
Well, first and foremost, Pro Wrestling Conquest is the number one wrestling company in the state of West Virginia right now. They're putting on better shows than anybody. Well, let's just not say we're doing better shows than anybody. We're not trying to be better than anybody, but they're not. JOCK SAMSON, on the other hand, feels that since I'm the champion of the company, that it's the best company in the state of West Virginia because I have been everywhere.
Yeah.
I've done it all. I've seen it all. I've been up down the mountain. Even though Danhausen's fans are going to sit there and say, we've never heard of you. Well, goddamn, Jerry Lawler didn't leave fucking Memphis. He didn't need to leave fucking Memphis. I don't need to leave the fucking Mid Ohio Valley and the fucking tri-state. I make a goddamn living not fucking leaving here because I actually like spending time with my family. Unlike fucking Danhausen, who looks like a big fucking weirdo. A lot of his fans. Can you imagine what his fans fucking look like?
I guess we're going to find out.
Find out because I think that place is going to be sold out, man.
Have you seen that South Park episode where they're playing the Dungeons and Dragons stupid game? The guy's behind the computer, and he's about 450 pounds. He's balding. He's got a fucking ponytail. Don't look like he's bathed in a fucking month. He got Hot Pockets and fucking Code Red Mountain Dew at his disposal.
Yeah.
I know it looks like. And, he's got a lot of fans online that they went to the Pro Wrestling Conquest page. But my fans actually have fucking jobs. They just don't sit online and talk shit all day. They got jobs. They've got wives. They've got hobbies. They've got mistresses. I mean, my fans are blue collar.
So your fans just buy tickets and show up.
That's right.
Yeah, my fans are not going to be like, oh, I can't wait to fucking go here. My fans ain't doing that stupid fucking shit.
Yeah.
My fans are going to get off of work at 5 o'clock. They're going to go home, take a shower, go wash off the soot and the coal dust. They're going to bring their family to a show.
Well,
not tweet about it.
Hey, I can't wait for this one. There's a lot of, not only do we have this match, but when we have Mance Warner's coming down.
Yeah.
There.
Go have him against
Madman Fulton. This event's shaping up to be the biggest event that they've had.
Yeah, and the last event they put on, it seemed like there might be a feud bubbling between you and Charleston's hometown boy Cole Karter.
Cole Karter, tough kid. Been given a lot of opportunities a lot lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, we've seen a couple different places.
I wonder. Go ahead.
No, I just said we've seen him a couple different places.
The kid's been on AEW.
Yep.
He's in England right now, I believe. Let's just face it, the kid's skilled. We know it. I can't argue that. He did sucker punch me, put his nose in my business that he shouldn't have. But would the kid be in the position that he's in if he wasn't as good looking as he is? Because people are only given opportunities by the way they look, how aesthetically pleasing they are. Doesn't mean Cole Karter can fight. He ain't really, granted, we were in a fucking little kind of a Donnybrook kind of a fight there, but that's not a fight there. It wasn't man on man, one on one. It wasn't a one-on-one fight. Shit, I had his family members fucking smacking me. Bunch of dumb idiots out there putting their hands on me. So it wasn't like fair. He couldn't whoop me in a one-on-one fight. Could you imagine if I was on AEW, the opportunity, what I would do to people, but they won't let me. I will never get the opportunity because I have a beer belly. Cole Karter's got a six-pack. It must be nice to be fucking 21, dumb and in shape.
Yeah, Yeah, but I mean, man, they put you on AEW Dark and just give you a live mic like they did with Eddie Kingston. I think people might turn some heads.
Well, and another thing is that I'm country as shit. As you can see, I'm in my garage, like working on my tractor.
Yep.
My lawnmower. I'm in my garage, you know, taking care of stuff. And today's wrestling fans, you know, look at a guy like me and you'll call me a redneck. And I'm not a redneck. I'm just a simple guy. But they're going to label me. It's okay to label me as a redneck, but not label anything else. But you're going to label me, and it's okay to just assume because I'm a hardworking man outside the ring that I am what I am, and you assume that I have beliefs that I do not have.
Well, here's
just
the thing.
by the way I look.
Well, I think AEW needs somebody that knows how to wrestle, whoop ass, and
talk
some shit. I think they need that combination.
They may need it, but they might be afraid of it.
I could see that. I could see that.
And it's not that they're afraid of me. They're afraid of what I may say.
Yeah.
Right.
I can see that.
But see,
I say some dumb shit.
To me, that is what you are, a true throwback. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the art of cutting a promo. You know what? That was the first thing that got my eyes on you. Like when I saw you on the mic, I'm like, this guy, he's got that old school vibe. Now, who are some of your inspirations, man? Who did you grow up watching as a wrestling fan? Like who inspired you to cut promos like you do?
Well, when I was growing up, I always gravitated towards people who could talk. I didn't give a rat's ass about how good you were in the ring. Never mattered to me. I grew up in the 1980s. I've got to see the best of the best talk. I grew up watching Hulk Hogan talk, people in the buildings. Roddy Piper, the Macho Man Randy Savage, Ric Flair. I mean, Jesus Christ, there's some of the guys in the AWA that could sit there. Like, I'm a big fan of Dick Murdoch, Captain Redneck.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Colonel Robert Parker, who's a friend of mine. Just guys all over the place, man. Jerry Lawler, fuck.
Yeah.
Who couldn't? Yeah. Jerry Lawler could talk him into the building. Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I always gravitated towards the guys that could talk. When WCW came on in the 90s, when they had the Monday Night Wars, everyone was all crazy about the WCW Cruiserweight division. I would turn it the fuck off, and I would go to the bathroom.
I get that. I was the same way, though. It never mattered to me.
And it was not like what they weren't doing wasn't fantastic.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people out there that would argue with me that it's fantastic. If there's that many people out there that talk about it, it's fantastic. But me, I would rather have seen the promo guys. I was waiting on fucking Austin. I was waiting on fucking Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I was waiting on anybody, you know, that like Scott Hall, the fucking Outsiders. I wanted those motherfuckers. I wanted, you know, anybody who could come out there and talk shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking shit. And you ask about my style. You know, it ain't really a style. It's just me talking into a camera, telling someone I'm going to beat the fuck out of them. And I can't really go around and say I'm going to beat the fuck out of them because, granted, I'm going to set a record for the F words on your show today.
Bring them on. We love it.
I'm going to cuss more than South Park the movie. But it's me simply just looking at a camera, my wife holding a camera, me holding the camera, telling you I'm going to knock the shit out of somebody.
Yep.
And I'm not trying to cut a promo because I want someone, I don't want to cut a promo and people go, man, that was a good promo. I don't give a shit if it's a good promo.
Yeah.
I want you to watch it and either love me or hate me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These days, though, it's hard to get legit heat, and you seem to be able to do that with ease. So what is it that gets you to be able to get that legit heat from people? And do you have any stories of like really pissing some people off?
Well, I never set out to be a bad guy. I mean, for what people, I don't consider myself a bad guy. I consider myself good. I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy. I just have a tendency of making people mad with my personality. I really, unless I'm at a bar and you're a beautiful woman, I don't really want to talk to you. People
Yeah.
come up to me and say, "Hey, Jock Samson," I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not trying to be the bad guy because I am the good guy. I am good. It's the other people that's all fucked up. It's their morals that are fucked up.
Okay.
Everyone always talks about somebody, wanting they want to be able to say what they want until someone they want someone to tell them what to think. I like that guy because he says what he thinks until I tell you what I think.
Right.
Until it comes to you telling them what you think. Yeah, I see that.
Then all of a sudden we find out you're softer than fucking Charmin. I ain't scared of nobody.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I'm only scared of God.
Yep. Well,
I'm
and
not scared of nobody.
Well, we've seen it at Conco. I think last time we saw somebody yoke a chair in the ring at you.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had. I mean, Jesus. I'm not. I don't go around bragging about whooping people's ass because people that go around and sit there and bragging about whooping a wrestling fan's ass, they're kind of chicken shits.
Yeah.
But I have been in a lot of altercations with wrestling fans, and I'm into the 20s now of people, and it's not like it was back in the 1980s. People actually had balls in the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. Now wrestling fans don't have any goddamn balls. Everybody wants the fucking attitude era until someone gives them fucking attitude. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a particular one that stands out to you? You think
Jesus Christ, I about went to fucking jail in about a mile from the Indiana border.
Really?
And yeah, I was wrestling for War Wrestling, and I was the champion of War Wrestling. And somehow the match ended up outside the ring, and they have security there to protect us. And just how the match ended, we never intended to go out there. Just where it ended up. We're fighting all over the goddamn building, and the security, being dumb fucks, instead of taking care of us and protecting us, they got their thumb up their ass watching the match like they're a fucking fan. And I'm, chasing my opponent up the fucking bleachers to get him. Some 18-year-old kid, a high school senior, comes and shoves me in the chest. And I didn't hit him. Everyone's going to tell you, they're going to make you believe that I actually hit this kid, but I never hit him. I just sidestepped him and kind of, pushed him out of the way of the side, but he snagged the bleacher and tried to catch his balance and then went headfirst into a wall and was snoring.
Oh.
Okay, so we go and finish the match, and I retain my championship belt. And the cops, the sheriffs of this county, and I can't remember which county it is, are waiting backstage for me because they got so wrapped up into disliking me when they should have been doing their fucking job and protecting me, but yet they wanted to use me as a scapegoat, and they kept trying to get this kid and his mother, even though he was 18, to press charges on me. And his mom's like, well, he attacked him first, and the cop's like, so?
Jesus.
Right.
Good Lord.
And I lucked out. I could be in jail. That was like 7 years ago because I was getting ready to have my daughter.
Yeah.
And they're trying to put me in jail for assault. And I'm thankful for this mother had more sense than the cops did.
Yeah. When you're in a situation like that, you said you're up to 20, you get into these altercations, and I'm sure at the time it can be a pain in the ass, but is there a part of you that's like, this is what wrestling used to be when it was kayfabe and everyone was bought in? Is there a part of you it's like kind of enjoys getting people that riled up?
No, because the only thing that is on my mind is getting through the match, winning, getting my money, and going home to my family, or go to the bar and hang out with my mistresses or the chicks I pick up in the bar that night.
Yeah.
But I'm not really. I don't understand why people don't like me. I don't get it. You spend a day with me. I'm a hell of a nice fucking guy.
Well, I mean, anybody that can sit in their garage, drink some proper 12 and fix their tractor. I mean, that's
sounds like a good guy to me.
Shit, I don't know how you couldn't like that either.
Well, maybe it's work ethic they're mad about.
Could be.
It's all those titles, man. They people are jealous.
Oh yeah, they see all that gold.
Oh yeah, and the Danhausen fans. I mean, they don't like a bully culture, but I have been called fat, piece of shit, you know, they told me to quit swearing. I mean, come on, adults, act like a fucking adult and say the F word, say fuck. It feels good.
Well, they're going to have a rude awakening on the 16th when they show up to Charleston, and when they give you that microphone, they might run out of the building.
Bunch of booger eating dorks, man. I mean, I don't get it, and I give him all the respect in the world for getting the attention that he has and for what he's done for his wrestling career. But it's just, I don't get it. I'm the good guy, people. I'm good. It's just, I think anyone that hates me, they're evil. I think they're bad. Yeah. All my fans are good people. I love my fans. I appreciate my fans.
So walk us through what happened last time at Conquest, because it ended up being it was a 3-on-2 because Casey King got hurt. Yeah. You have any words for Casey King? Because I think he's going to be coming back, and he might be coming back for you.
Well, Casey, I hope your ACL gets infected and your leg falls off.
Some good words. That's some good words for him. Yep. Well,
so come back.
Jock, we love what you do, but I would like to know, like, how did you, all guys start as fans. So how did you even get interested in pro wrestling from a fan? Like when you were growing up, who were your first memories? What was those first early memories of pro wrestling?
Well, I discovered pro wrestling in 1987 in my hometown of Nelsonville, Ohio, which is the home of Rocky Shoes and Boots. They had a little store, mom and pop, called LS. And they had a movie section. This is back when you could go there and get VHS tapes for 99 cents.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was sweet. Go there one night, get 99 cents. And every Saturday night, when my mom would allow me, she would take me to go get me 3 movies because you get 3 for $2. And that was a hell of a deal. And I always leaned towards like some comedies or scary movies. And, wasn't in much in the fucking, I don't like musicals. I ain't got no use for them. They're the shits. And
I'm with you.
But so my mom takes me in there, and I look up and I see a VHS tape of this one big, massive motherfucker with curly black hair, looking down upon this golden tanned, bleach blonde, Greek looking fella. It was Hogan and Andre, WrestleMania 3.
Yep.
So. And I didn't know much about wrestling then. And then I get the VHS. I almost said DVD, but I got the VHS. I come home and I watch the other 2 movies first because I would say, well, I'll watch that last. And I put it on, and I saw 93,000 people come into a stadium, the Pontiac Silverdome, to watch 2 giant-like gods battle it out. And if it wasn't for that match, I realized that's when I realized that I wanted to be a pro wrestler because it looked like there was a lot of money in it. And I realized when I first got into wrestling, there wasn't a lot of money in it, but I had to work really hard to get to the point to where I can actually afford to buy my own home. And I got a pool and got a nice garage, a tractor, and all this because of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan and the Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, I don't think I would be sitting here talking to y'all. I'd probably be working at some John Deere dealership or something, fixing tractors.
That's powerful, man. That's a powerful moment in wrestling. I mean, I think
that's an icon. I mean, that's an iconic match, man. You hear a lot of people talk about that match.
No, they're going to talk about that match, but yet everyone wants to bring up another match, which was a great match. But I was more concerned about the draw. Like, what matches draw? Like, I know people are going to. I know all these fucking booger eating dorks out there are roll their eyes when I say Hulk Hogan's my favorite wrestler of all time. His work rate sucked. He wasn't a good wrestler. You know what his Hulk Hogan's work rate was? 93 motherfucking thousand people in a goddamn building to see him fucking wrestle. I don't give a fuck how many Hurricane Ranas or goddamn fucking topes or fucking moonsaults he can do. 93,000 motherfuckers in a building.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, that kind of ends the debate right there.
I mean, what else do you have at that point?
Yeah, because everybody wants to talk about Macho Man and Steamboat. Great match, but that ain't the match that brought people in.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still the show, but everyone, like wrestling fans, hardcore wrestling fans are always going to say Steamboat Savage. And rightfully so. But, people that are like fans that don't really watch wrestling, they like it, but they're always going to remember Hogan and Andre standing off in the body slam. They're going to remember that because it's impressive.
Yeah.
Yep. Spectacle.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. A lot of wrestling fans are blinded by their passion, and it's like sports fans. I'm the biggest Ohio State Buckeye fan in the entire world, and I get blinded by my passion for the Buckeyes, to where I can't see another, opinion or a thought or whatever. So I just look at wrestling a lot differently than what they do, because I consider myself an ordinary wrestling fan that likes attractions. I want the attraction. I want to see the main event match between two people. Now, that's wrestling companies, that's the attraction. Barnum and Bailey Circus, they're the attraction, not the fucking bearded lady, not the bearded lady, not the high wire act. And wrestling's kind of went down because of that. We don't have that star power. John Cena left, and a lot of people going to bury him. They said John Cena couldn't wrestle, but yeah, he's fucking carried your guys' goddamn generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, the Ultimate Warrior
there's too much emphasis on. I mean, I didn't know what the fuck he was saying, but I thought it was cool.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah. People look
at Vince McMahon about him. Yeah, he's great. He was shits in the ring. Who gives a shit?
He was a draw, man. That's the
wrestling fans. Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah. So does mainstream pro wrestling today, do they lack true heels that aren't afraid to get? Do they lack those heels?
I think true wrestling today lacks genuine people.
Yeah. Yep.
Heels and the whole term's heels and good guys and bad guys, right?
Right.
It's just I go a lot of places in West Virginia, Kentucky. People love me because I look like one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just whatever crowd you're in is who they're going to cheer for and boo for. As long as they're in there doing something good, whatever. But I think there's a lot of people out there that look at wrestling a lot differently. They would they lack a lot of substance. They would rather go out and do a bunch of cool things instead of making money. And there's a lot of guys that made a lot of money by flipping, but I mean, there's not very many people out there like me now. Right. Do you really think about that? I talk people. I talk shit. I come in the ring and I back up what I say. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm just being too genuine.
No,
I don't know, man.
No, you got it. That I believe what you're saying. I think just the reality, genuine people is what's missing for sure. That genuine quality that you can buy into.
Yeah, there's no believability in. I mean, and not because I don't think they believe in themselves.
Right.
That's who they are. Like, I'm not a wrestling character,
Yeah.
I'm JOCK Samson.
Right.
And people are going to say, man, you're a Stone Cold Steve Austin ripoff. So, I mean, there can't be more than one person that grew up in the fucking country.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can have 50 fucking dudes with goddamn face paint on, and they didn't fucking they're not in the fucking circus.
Right.
I agree, man. 100%. I mean, honestly, I haven't been a bit, and call me a mark, call me whatever, but man, I'm such a big JOCK Samson fan, and it's because of that reason.
Yeah, you believe it. You buy in.
I believe it. Yeah, it's real, and it makes it real, knowing that you are that person. So I think that keep that up, man.
Well, I appreciate all my fans, and I will never turn my fans away. For the most part, I just don't get it. Like, people don't like me. That's fine. Uh, Maybe that's what my wife doesn't like me either. So I guess there's something to that.
Now you talked about Ohio State Buckeyes. Did you happen to see Urban Meyer in the Stadium Stampede? What'd you think about that?
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, whatever coach does, coach can do, man. Because he came in and changed that whole program around. Got Ohio State a national title. So go ahead and do you. I don't,
he
left us. We're in good hands. We're in good hands right now. So
yeah. Yeah. Do you follow, like, you're a fan growing up, but do you follow any current product today?
No.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that. I got to watch I got shit to do in my house.
I mean, well, yeah, there's whiskey to be drank, tractors to be fixed, and Reds to be watched. So
Reds, got to watch the Reds. I got to watch my Buckeyes, and I don't tell anybody, but I'm a Steeler fan.
Oh,
yeah, and I got a lot of shit, but let's just say I don't watch. I watch a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not like die hard. Like, if I have a friend that gets on TV, I'll put it on and I'll see how they're doing. And I watched Cole Karter get his ass beat. That was good.
Yeah, that's a good time.
It was a good time. I looked at that and be like, well, I would have lasted way longer than you.
Yeah.
But you're here because certain females think you're attractive, or certain guys. I mean, it's a new world. I don't want to sit there and say, but it's a whole new world. But people, for some reason, they just want to go on aesthetics. I got a beer gut and I got a beard. I got gray in my hair. I'm 41 years old, but I'll beat your fucking ass.
You think you're on a collision course at Conquest with Cole?
I don't know what he's done to get the opportunity to face me. Shit, he's been around for 50 fucking matches.
Yeah.
I've got 1,200 some matches under my belt. Been around 15 years. Gonna be my 16th year.
Wrestled on, man.
Honky Tonk Man, you name it. I beat Christopher Daniel, the Fallen Angel, in a minute. In 1 minute.
Wow.
Okay.
He's on TV and I'm not.
Right.
Oh, man. I don't know if that sounds right to me.
Sounds like there was a job.
I don't know if
going
that
on.
sounds right.
But that's fine. I'm living happily here in the beautiful southeastern Ohio in the 740, near the Hockin Hills here in Appalachia.
Yep.
Ohio, Appalachia. It's the beautiful part of Appalachia in Ohio. It's not flat.
Yeah.
Like, we got hills down here.
Hocking Hills. I love it up there.
Hocking Hills, Wayne National Forest. We got it all. We got everything you could possibly fucking need. Like, my wife wants to go to Florida. I'm like, why do we need to go to fucking Florida on vacation when we live in Ohio? It's a fair question. Ohio is truly the heart of it all.
The heartland.
Yeah.
So, Jock, I want to ask one last question about this whole Danhausen thing coming up on July 16th at Conquest. Yeah, I think they're called In Your Housing. What do you think you're going to gain from getting a win off?
Sorry, my daughter walked in the garage. Hey, Scarlett, do you want me to come here? Come here real quick. Hang on a sec. My daughter, come here.
Okay.
She's a lot like her mother. She's shy. She wants me to tell Danhausen I'm coming for his blood, but she come in to get her softball equipment.
Okay.
Well, go ahead. Sorry, I missed your question there. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. No worries. What do you think you're going to gain from getting a win over Danhausen?
Well, hopefully when Danhausen's fans leave that building that night, they respect me at least. I don't care if they like me. There's too many people that actually care what people think.
Yeah.
In the world. I'm a hardcore libertarian in a sense. Not hardcore, like I'm not real political, but I can be. But I follow a lot of beliefs of the Libertarian Party because I believe that What's mine is mine. I'm going to stay in my own lane, and what you're doing, you can go do you and fuck off.
Right.
So, but as long as they respect me, I'll feel like I've done something. I'm going to win. I'm going to retain the Imperial Championship. That's not even a question. I mean, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
He's probably going to cut a promo, be real snarky about my mouth, my potty mouth, and and I'm going to cut another one here in the next couple of days where I'm just basically going to tell him and his fans they can go fuck themselves. And for all my fans, I want all my fans to show up. I want all my fans from all around the world, and I have a lot of fans. Like, I'm huge in fucking Canada. For some reason, I am huge in Canada. They love me up there. Must be the women up there love the fact that I'm a grown masculine man and I'm not walking around in skinny jeans with I look like I've worked. You feel my hands and feel the calluses on my fucking hands.
Yo, them Canada women like that. You had any one night stands in Canada?
Oh, I can't go bragging about that. I'm not the kind of guy that brags.
Okay. We just know he's the king of the one night stand. That's all
you get is one night. You just get one night.
That's it. That's it. Now that weekend with Conquest, that's a big weekend though, because you got that Friday against Danhausen, and then you turn around, you go to IWC in Pennsylvania, and you're going to be going up against Bulk Nasty.
Yeah. I have the reset button. I would show you the Pro Wrestling Conquest belt, but I'm actually had it. I sent my wife to get it shined up because it was looking good. I actually have the reset button here with me right now. Okay. So when I beat Bulk Nasty, I get to keep the reset button, and that is like the golden ticket. I get to cash it in whenever I want.
Yeah.
To any championship opportunity. And I could do the heavyweight title, which is mine. I could do the super indie title. Could you imagine JOCK Samson, the IWC super indie champion, with all these flippy little guys that like to be stunts? If I could ruin the enjoyment of that kind of wrestling fan who only prefers that kind of wrestling, and I could ruin it for him by doing headlock takeovers and just laying there on a headlock, I would have done my job.
Yeah,
but who knows? I may cash it in. But if somehow Bulk Nasty gets lucky and beats me, the regulators are no more at IWC. It doesn't mean we're all fired. It just means we can't be a group anymore. But there's really no way that's ever going to happen.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have kind of dominated for a while, so that'd be a big deal for you to have to disband up there.
Well, it would be because we don't get the credit for what we did. Yeah, we tried to shut down the company, no big deal. But, we carried IWC in 2020 during a national pandemic.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've never gotten another shot at the IWC title. They won't give me one. I have to go and make my opportunities up there. I guess you could say it's a personality conflict between me and the management. They don't want me to succeed. Even though every time I come out, I have a little contingent fan. And then, of course, there's them fucking booger-eating dorks out there booing me, fat guys calling me fat.
Right.
But I'm not the one going home crying at night. I'm the one making their wife smile.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a great show. I want all my fans out there to come up and see me. Come buy my merchandise, buy my T-shirts. Do not be afraid of the backlash of being a JOCK Samson fan, because you don't need to be bullied. I represent the hard-working blue-collar folk.
Yeah,
and most wrestling fans that are not hardworking or blue-collar, they wouldn't know what a blue-collar. They think a blue-collar is actually a collar around your neck.
Yeah, I love your shirt on the Indie Connection, the Emperor of West Virginia tee. I've got one of those myself, so I recommend everybody go to the Indie Connection and pick that up.
Indie Connection, I'll even do a slameo, and I'll tell your mom to fuck herself if you want me to. But I welcome everybody. I just want to convey that I'm not the bad guy, guys. I do everything I can because I'm me. I'm not trying to be anybody else but myself.
Yeah.
And if you can't get by that, then I really don't care. Call me fat. Call me whatever the fuck you want, but you're going to call me champion by the end of the night. And you're going to respect me.
Well,
And that goes for you, Danhausen, because you're going to fucking respect me, you fucking face-painted fuck.
July 16th, Pro Wrestling Conquest in Charleston at the Quantum Sports. We got one last question for you, Jock, and we'll let you get out of here. We like to end every interview with this. You're working the indies, you're making towns, driving town to town. You can have any 3 wrestlers, alive or dead, in the car with you when you're making these towns. What 3 wrestlers are you going to have in the car with you?
Well, I'm going to have a Hulk Hogan, brother, because wherever I go, I want to have 93,000 fucking people.
Yeah.
So I would probably have to say Hulk Hogan. Wow. Hulk Hogan. I would probably want to have. Can I count the Midnight Express as one? All 3 of them.
Yeah.
We'll get a minivan. They count as one. I want the Midnight Express in there. They're my favorite tag team, greatest tag team. There's 4 of them. So I'll take Condrey and Stan Lane and Cornette, greatest tag team in the history of professional wrestling.
Yep.
Midnight Express. They count as one. And then just for the stories, I would love to have classy Freddie Blassie.
Oh, nice.
Man.
It's the first time we've heard that one. That's a good one.
Well, it's because I actually appreciate the history of wrestling, because a lot of the guys that you have on here be like, man, I like the so-and-so. He only started in 2010. They ain't got no sense of fucking history. No one appreciates history.
Well, man, you nailed it.
You nailed it.
You nailed that one. We do hear.
I don't get shit for liking Hulk Hogan. Oh, what a piece of shit. Hulk Hogan buried everyone. Blah, blah, blah. He made everybody rich, so kiss my ass.
Yeah. Well, Jock, thanks for coming on the Tavern, man. We had a blast. We can't wait to see you on July 16th against Danhausen at Pro Wrestling Conquest. Also, the following night, July 17th, IWC, Jock Samson against Bulk Nasty. So you guys check that out. And Jock, till next time, man, we'll be seeing you down the road.
Have a good day.
Thanks, brother.